all to our 47th graduation ceremony of KAWIT Elementary School and the very first virtual graduation ceremony in this pandemic time. The processional march of the graduates batch 2020-2021. DepEd officials, barangay officials, school principal, teaching staff, and honored guests. This COVID-19 pandemic challenged everything around the world, from our basic routinary way of living to celebration of big events has suddenly shifted to new normal. As the Department of Education continues to address the quality of education in the new normal, we teachers also strive harder to achieve and deliver quality education to the learners despite of the challenges we are facing right now. To our school's Division Superintendent Dr. Danny B. Cordova, SASU 6, our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Maria Colleen L. Emoricha, our Public Schools District Supervisor, Mr. Ludi P. D'Italia, our active school principal, Mr. Edsel A. Larot, teachers, fellow teachers, parents, and our dear learners. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to KAWIT Elementary School 47th graduation ceremony with the theme, Strengthening the Quality Education Amidst Pandemic. After all the efforts that we have been through, finally, the time has come for us to witness the fruits of their labors and the goodness of our Heavenly Father to all of the pupils who completed and finished their academic requirements in their respective levels. We will also give recognition to some pupils who ended their academic year with flying colors. To start with, let us all put ourselves in the spirit of patriotism as we listen and sing to our Philippine national anthem, to be followed by a doxology, the singing of our original hymn, Zamboanga del Sur March, and the Pagadian City Hymn.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, kaya sa sinakalan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa mandulubin, di ka pasisikin, sa nalatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng pagaw, ay hinatang tulakaw, isa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iingin, ang bituin at araw na kailan, ang hindi magtitingin, lumalang araw ng warhagin pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hindi kaya ng pagkay magagin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Kunin at tanggapin ang alay na ito, mga biyayang nagmula sa pagpapala mo. Tanda ng bawat puso pagkat inibig mo, ngayon'y nananalig, nagmamahal sa'yo. Nagmula sa butil ng trigo, pagkain nagbibigay ng buhay mo. At alak na nagmula sa isang tangkay na ubas, inumin nagbibigay lakas. Tanggapin ang alay na ito, mga biyayang nagmula sa pagpapala mo. Tanda ng bawat puso pagkat inibig mo, ngayon'y nananalig, nagmamahal sa'yo. pagpapala mo. Handa ng bawat pusong pagkat inibig mo. Ngayon'y nananalig, nagmamahal sa'yo. Ang bayang inibig mo ngayon'y umaawit, sa'yo ay sumasambat, nananalig. Asang diringgin ang bawat dalangin, sa alay na ito'y nakalagay. Kunin at tanggapin ang alay na ito, mga biyayang nagmula sa pagpapala mo. Ganda ng bawat puso pagkat inibig mo. Ngayon'y nananalig, nagmamahal sa'yo. Ngayon'y nananalig, umaasa, sumasamba, nagmamahal sa'yo. Welcome to God's great gift given to man. Share our joys and sorrows, join in the making of a wondrous land. Some will guide us through the bountiful, beloved by all hearts, great and small. We will live for you, we will die for you. Here is His arms of one by the soul. Welcome to God's great gift given to man. Share our joys and sorrows, join in the making of a wondrous land. Some will guide us through the bountiful, beloved by all hearts, great and small. We will live for you, we will die for you. Fearless as blood and soul.
Pagadian is a beautiful city, just like a pearl on the southern sea. With its people so friendly and sincere, Pagadian so wonderful to stay. Every garden is filled with red roses, and the sound of loving music fills the air. Lovers in the park, sweetly strumming guitar. Pagadian, you're always in my heart. People feel the joy and pride of peaceful living. Thy verdant hills and valleys reach where rivers flow. Breezes from the ocean blue, refresh us the whole night through. Pagadian, I shall always be with you. People feel the joy and pride of peaceful living. Thy verdant hills and valleys reach where rivers flow. Breezes from the ocean blue, refresh us the whole night through. Pagadian, I shall always be with you.
To formally open our graduation ceremony, let us all welcome our school principal, Mr. Edsel A. Larot, for his opening message.
My respect to our brilliant schools division superintendent, Danny B. Cordova, EDD, CISO 6. Energetic assistant schools division superintendents, Ma'am Maria Colin Il Emoricha, EDD, CC, and Sir Matranilio Singson, EDD. Public Schools District Supervisor, Mr. Ludi P. D'Italia, fellow teachers, parents, barangay officials, our dear learners, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The world is adjusting to new reality that was unimaginable for almost 2 years. COVID-19 has altered every aspect of our lives, introducing abrupt changes to new governments, businesses, and communities operate. The pandemic has impacted education systems around the world, forcing more than 1.5 billion students or learners out of schools and universities. The crisis offers an important reflection for education leaders to question the status quo and explore new approaches for delivering quality educations to millions of children to meet the demands of the future. In the field of education, the emergency has led to the massive closure of face-to-face activities of educational institutions. And as mandated by our President Rodrigo Rua Duterte, in order to prevent the virus and mitigate its impact, through the Department of Education under Secretary Leonor Magtulis Briones, released a department order, which is DepEd Order Number 12, Series of 2020, known as the Adoption of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan for school year 2020-2021 in light of the COVID-19 public health emergency. Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, or BLCP, is a package of education interventions that will respond to basic challenges brought about by the COVID-19. In developing design of a learning delivery strategy and operational direction that ensures the health, safety, and well-being of the learners, teachers, and personnel of the department. It also includes the adoption of the most essential learning competencies, or the MELCs, which is to be delivered in multiple learning modalities and platforms, such as online learning, blended learning, and modular learning. KAWIT Elementary School, KAWIT Pagadian City, adopted the modular learning as the result of the survey and in consideration of the availability of the technology in the area. We express our heartfelt thanks and appreciation to all the parents and guardians in their strong support to the programs as they receive and return the answer or unanswered modules. We also congratulate to the learners for their efforts and sacrifices they exerted just to achieve the basic education continuity plan. Indeed, this school year 2020-2021 would not be successful without the partnership and shared governance of the school, the community, and the LGU amidst COVID-19 pandemic. This is the first and unique celebration, the 47th virtual graduation ceremony with a theme, strengthening the quality of education amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Congratulations to all graduates of 2021. God bless us all.
Thank you, sir, for that warm message to our viewers. To give us his welcome address, let us welcome Basri Arjolahali, our grade 6 pupil.
My due respect to our excellent Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Danny B. Cordova, Doctor of Education, CESO 6. Active Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Maria Colleen L. Emoricha, Doctor of Education, CESE, and to our very approachable School Principal of KAWIT Elementary School, Sir Edsel A. Laro. To the barangay officials, parents, stakeholders, and members of the graduating class, magandang buhay! Today marks a very significant moment in our lives as we celebrate our graduation ceremony virtually, and I am honored to have the opportunity to speak today. In behalf of the entire batch of 2021, I would like to welcome you to the virtual graduation ceremony of batch 2021 at KAWIT Elementary School. Elementary education has been an unforgettable journey that has prepared us for the future, whatever it may hold. These past 6 years have involved some of the most memorable and influential moments in our lives. Individually, our experiences in these difficult times amidst of pandemic are very unique, especially when answering the modules, in which most of the time we have to do it religiously by ourselves. But together we share a common bond as members of the batch 2021 and soon to be the graduates of KAWIT Elementary School. I am filled with excitement and anticipation as the next stage in my life is about to begin. But without the support of our parents, our guardians, and our teachers and staff, we may not have made it to this day. They've been here for us since the beginning of our schooling, guiding us, helping us, and watching us to grow. They have witnessed us a little bit mature into young, responsible children. At this time, I also want to thank the parents, family, and friends for their love and constant support, as well as the teachers of KAWIT Elementary School. Finally, let us all feel happy now as we welcome ourselves to the new normal virtual graduation ceremony. Magandang buhay everyone and keep safe.
It is indeed overwhelming to hear words of welcome from our very own pupil. To do the honors of presenting this school year's candidates for graduation, we have on our screen the Master Teacher 1 of KAWIT Elementary School, Ma'am Teresita E. Uyag, followed right away by our school principal, Mr. Edsel A. Larot, for the certification of the candidates for graduation. and the acceptance and confirmation of the candidates for graduation by our active schools division superintendent, Dr. Danny B. Cordova, SASO 6. May we give them a virtual applause.
In my capacity as one of the grade 6 advisor of KAWIT Elementary School, I have the honor to present the candidates for graduation. 58 are boys and 43 are girls, a total of 101 to the school principal, Sir Edsel A. Larot, for certification.
As the school principal of KAWIT Elementary School, District 1, Pagadian City, I have the honor to present 101 candidates for graduation to the school's division superintendent for confirmation, with the certification that they have satisfactorily completed the requirements of the basic elementary school curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education.
By virtue of the authority delegated to me by the City Schools Division Superintendent for the Division of Pagadian City, Dr. Danny B. Cordova, SESO 6, and upon certification of Mr. Edsel A. Larut, Principal of KAWIT Elementary School, that the 101 candidates have satisfactorily completed the requirements for graduation of the K-12 basic education curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education. I now officially confirm you as graduates of class 2021 from KAWIT Elementary School, school year 2020-2021. Congratulations!
And now let us sit back and relax as we listen to the message of our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Danny B. Cordova, SASO 6, followed by the message of our Deputy Secretary, Ma'am Leonor M. Briones.
Dear graduates, school year 2020-2021 is the most challenging year. Challenging in the sense that COVID-19 started to strike the whole country and the stringent health and safety protocol commenced on March 16, 2020. Face-to-face classes were then prohibited. However, our DepEd officials resorted to use different modalities of learning through reproduction of modules and online-offline platform. In this most difficult teaching and learning dispensation, still enrollment increased, and this is a gauge that learners are determined of their ambition to finish schooling. Your graduation today marks the unquestioned success that in spite trials and tribulations, you will not be moved, but in spite proud on until you have reached this part. Warm appreciations are dedicated by the Department of Education, Pagadian City, to the DepEd officials, LG officials, NGO, and other beneficial stakeholders. Furthermore, to schools where these learners were provided with education, parents whose untiring support did not falter, and most especially to learners who will always march forward for their future. Happy graduation! Mabuhay kayong lahat.
Good Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember, and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing, because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Buenos dias a todos. Good morning, everyone. From the bottom of my heart and on behalf of the regional office, let me greet each and every one of you with this felicitation. Happy graduation. There are 3 persons whom we dedicate this event. First and foremost, your parents. They have given you so much love and understanding even at this pandemic time. If there is that group of persons who are very happy for this accomplishment that you have in this COVID pandemic time, it's your parents. Despite the problems of limited access to an online modality of learning, they have given the necessary support, especially financial support. Even for those who cannot afford, parents have gone out of their way just to help you out. And through the years, from the beginning of your schooling, our parents, your parents, have always been there. In fact, in a classical way of saying, you have never become one without your parents. What you are today, it's all because of your parents. And so to the parents who are attending also the virtual graduation exercises, let me thank you and let me congratulate all of you for having done your best as parents. After all, the real jewels in our family are our children. What they have achieved today is actually a big one to reckon with, and that would be an accomplishment also for us as parents. The second group that we should acknowledge and give accolade is the group of our teachers. And so to our teachers, to your teachers, let me also congratulate and be grateful for that untiring support that you have given in this very challenging COVID pandemic time. We have limited resources, we have limited time and space, but you are true to the work of a teacher. Actually, the theme of strengthening quality education despite this COVID pandemic time rests on the shoulders of our teachers. And so we have tested you for your resilience, for your perseverance, and for your remarkable competency, especially in matters of adjusting the learning resources. And so to our teachers, again, DepEd Region 9 is very grateful for all the sacrifices that you have extended. In the parlance of the theme of our 123rd Philippine Independence Day, you have become our heroes, because despite the time and the space, you continuously pursue the delivery of the self-learning modules or the so-called blended learning modality. And the last group, of course, is your very own selves, coupled with the support of our local government units, especially also the school administrators. Let me congratulate and thank all of you, especially the principals, who have done a lot of things just to install and implement the basic learning continuity plan that we have installed for all our schools, even the private schools. And so today, is a day of what we call a day of happiness, whether we like it or not. Let's all be cheerful that finally you have reached the end part, the finale of your learning for this school year 2020-2021. Of course, we all know that this has been a very unique experience, having adapted the so-called SLM, the self-learning modules, as a way of getting insights, knowledge, and developing our skills. There are a lot of problems that come our way, especially as we comply with the IATF health protocols, especially that there are a lot of restrictions in the part of our learners. But in totality, we've been true to our mantra that learning must continue. This has been the clamor of our secretary, that learning must continue. And so we did prove to ourselves and to the community that learning has continuously been pursued by all of us. And so for Gen X, Gen Y, the millennials, and your group, Gen Z, we really are very appreciative of that kind of effort that you have extended. There were cases that you have started to stop and be tempted to drop out, but because of the persistence of your parents, the dedication and the commitment of our school administrators and teachers, finally you decided that you should also continue. Indeed, you have continued. Thus, your graduation exercises today. And so to all of you, our warm congratulations and felicitations for having done a good job. And so to class 2021, a unique class of COVID era, may you have a positive outlook after these graduation exercises as we welcome the next school year, and as you welcome also the next set of challenges for your next ladder, next journey, as you want to put yourselves in that challenging part of educating yourselves and feeling accomplished, eventually being part of nation building. So to all of you, congratulations. To all of you who have proven that you are still very strong in mind and in spirit, with a strong commitment to pursue quality education. Again, congratulations. Muchísimas gracias. Hasta la vista.
And now, the distribution of the certificates and diplomas.
Claire John Q. Caballero Mark John D. Cordova Kent James S. Dahab Jude Janizar N. Dinopola Melbert D. Galiega Matthew John F. Gomez Darrell N. Jamahali Basri R. Maghanoy Harry Evan B. Montegrande Mark Romel L. Regusura Junriel L. Santos John Carlos C. Soriano Chandrik C. Tolentino Matthew L. Tungilao Hans John L. Tubigon GJ P. Vilialas Z. D. Anulin Arbeth Trail G. Bantutu Dayan Micaela Q. Bautista Arian P. Biliar May Antoinette S. Patricia May. Impresa Gillian Rose B. Fuentes Jerizial C. Gumahad Juna K.T. Johnson Munaisa A. Longinos Leslie A. Mercurio Juna Marie D. Marijuana Ira N. Milan Kimberly Allen B. Pasqua Marie Andrea O. Pirocho Alea Faith D. Romanilius Angeline. Rosales Erich P. Tamsi Shan Marie V. Abadis Joseph B. Agor Adrian III S. Angeliano Arnold G. Bartikel EJC. Bation Romeo Jr. E. Quahotor Reynold A. Dapin Neku Andre U. Dawal Darrell J. Inopia Keith Altson M. Esclivano Fernando Jr. Ever Juharto P. Fuertes Simon Ray M. Gumunit Ryan J. Hailani Kadapi M. Mahumok John Ray N. Mahan Rachel B. Mamawi Ruvik Jr. B. Meriwan Glenn Mark C. Mondido Torrin P. Mora Mark D. Namukatkat John Milo P. Okapan Miguel John Renato D. Omandam Gerson Jr. T. Panis Adrian S. Rabosa Reggie P. Sardito Reggie M. Tanoy Mako E. Abadis Jerry R. Ariston Lady Charmy Matamis. Asi Karishma P. Asi Norhana J. Dariza Lazel May E. Insibasa Lovely Jane Francis E. Laurie Charmaine B. Risuhento Shara J. Salcedo Annabelle C. Silent Princess Joy B. Sortones Hazel May V. Babyloni Liam Kent M. Bulanos James Greco B. Kauba Michael John. Osino John Lloyd A. Huertas EJ L. Huertas Jose Angelo A. Gelbulingo Regine C. Milan Mark N. Permitas Lorenz A. Ponce Arnau L. Putot Jairus M. Quince Manuel III B. Rial Mark Andro G. Tumarang Kent Brian. Amparado Ronaline V. Banquez Gabriela F. Brunola Princess A. Kabayaran Rochelle M. Del Rosario Jamaica M. De Miguelio Yumika P. Enriquez Krista A. Jaime Marlene M. Mangligmot Althea Jade M. Panugalon Charlene S. Sarip City Haima L. Suman Giselle Ann.
For the introduction of our guest speaker, may we have on our screen again the school principal of KAWIT Elementary School, Mr. Edsel A. Larot.
To our dearest Schools Division Superintendent, Mr. Danny B. Cordoba, EDD, CSU 6, and our Assistant Schools Division Superintendents, Ma'am Colleen L. Emoricha, EDD, CC, and Sir Matranillo Singson. Our Public School District Supervisor, Mr. Ludi P. Ditalia, parents and teachers, a pleasant good morning. I have the honor to introduce our guest speaker. She was born on July 1, 1997, daughter of Mr. Rolando N. Tixon and Rosita O. Tixon. She was once our pupil here at KAWIT Elementary School, an active folk dancer, a storyteller, and a journalist. She was our valedictorian from the class of 2009. She graduated secondary at Zamboanga del Sur National High School in 2013 and finished her Bachelor of Science in Accounting Technology at St. Columban College in 2017. She is certified bookkeeper and has been working at Mercury Drug Corporation. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present to you our guest of honor today, Miss Lani Rose O. Tixon.
My respect to Almighty God for bringing us here today, to our proud parents, teachers, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Our experience during the pandemic was not easy, but the sad pandemic did not destroy our eagerness to learn and to continue to seek knowledge in every corner we discovered. But it is also a challenge for everyone who wants to pursue their dreams and in becoming a successful person in the future. Nung nag-chat sa akin si Miss Hannah, nabigla ako. Nung nabasa ko yung message niya na invited raw ako as speaker, I was hesitant at first. Kasi bakit ako? I mean, why me? I am not rich. Hindi ako yung tipong taong mataas na yung rank kong naabot. And then, I am jobless right now, honestly. Well, I passed the board examination for certified bookkeeping. Well, that's all. But right now, I am studying at Philippine Christian University, taking up a course of Bachelor of Science in Accountancy online. So, I know the struggles, all the difficulties in studying online, especially using your phones, tablets, or any devices, because there are lots of temptations, especially scrolling your Facebook account, TikTok account, or watching K-dramas, anime series. But if you have a clear picture on your mind in setting your goals, you will learn how to control it. And graduates, give also yourself a break. And if scrolling in Facebook or TikTok or doing TikTok dances is your way in giving yourself a break, then why not naman, diba? As long as you know how to control it. When I was at college, I graduated Bachelor of Science in Accounting Technology. But during that 3 years, I was an accountancy student. And the most painful part is that knowing that I have only 1 year left to graduate as an accountancy student. So the moment I knew that I failed the program, I was so devastated knowing that all the sleepless nights were just useless, and I was ashamed because I also failed my parents, but God gave me such supportive and understanding parents, and I'm so thankful for that. And I know that God has a better plan for me, well, not just for me, but all of us. Well, maybe not now, but we'll see in the future. So graduates, I ask you to take this chance to dedicate yourself in making the next year even better. Remember, you don't have to follow the crowd. Just do the right thing even if no one is looking. Study hard and remember that you're investing yourself in every test you take and in every book you read. So once again, congratulations everyone, to all our graduates, parents, teachers, And many thanks to my alma mater in giving me this opportunity to speak in this ceremony. So once again, thank you very much.
Finally, it is time for the harvest. Today, you'll be witnessing the awarding of medals and ribbons to the outstanding graduates.
Matthew John F. Galiega with high honor. Basray R. Jamahali with honor. Camp James S. Cordova with honor. Zed G. Villelas with honor. Jose Angelo A. Fuertes with honor. Zuhaila Rian E. Kasan with honor. Dayan Micaela Q. Bantutu with honor.
To give us his words of gratitude, we have on our screen our grade 6 pupil Matthew John F. Galiega.
To our City Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Danny B. Cordova, Sir. To our Assistant City Schools Division Superintendent, Maria Colleen M. Richa, Ma'am. To our Public Schools District Supervisor of District 1, Sir Ludi P. De Talia. To our Barangay Captain, Honorable Rosa C. Masar. To our Workaholic and Fatherly School Principal, Sir Edsel Larot. To our guests, Ma'am Lani Texon, teachers, parents, friends, fellow graduates, ladies and gents, good day everyone. This is a milestone for us, the grade 6 pupils, as we exit the elementary level and step forward to high school. The 6 years we spent in the elementary school have left us with many memories, both bad and good. We have gained friendship from our classmates. We have obtained love and guidance from our parents and teachers. And most of all, we have learned and grown from our every academic works in the classroom. This is the day for us to be extremely thankful to them, for they are the reasons behind our victory. My dear fellow graduates, I am aware that our elementary years were filled with many performance tasks, quizzes, and examinations, and we're all fulfilled that we have overcome every challenge and task. Now that we're leaving our elementary years behind, let us not perceive that hardship will end right here on our graduation day. Hence, the priceless lessons, skills, and values that we have learned from our alma mater will be our powerful tool as we step forward to the next chapter of our lives. I know that the first month of grade 7 will be hard, but if we, as a batch, cooperate and stick to our goals and dreams, I believe that all of us can soar high in the junior high school. Giving up to a challenge will not give you anything, but moving forward and taking a step is a big progress to make our future brighter. The 6 years we spent in the elementary have taught us to never give up on every challenge we encounter. A teacher trained us to face every day with a positive attitude in life. Small wins lead to big victories, so I'm encouraging you all to give yourselves the chance to enjoy the process of learning and discovery. Mistakes are a part of the journey, and the only way to grow is to correct, learn from them, and never look back. Before we finally leave our alma mater, the KAWIT Elementary School, we would like to thank the persons who have turned us what we are now. To our beloved parents, thank you so much for your unfailing love and support on our studies from kindergarten until now. We know you have lots of sacrifices for us to join any school activities, especially the school year 2020-2021 that we are facing this pandemic. You went to school weekly just to get and return our modules. You helped us answer it because it was very hard. I myself told my mother I want face-to-face learning because it's not easy to answer activities without any explanations of the teacher. Our dear parents, thank you so much for your effort for us to continue our studies in spite of this pandemic situation. You are a big part of our success. We love you so much. To our teachers, thank you so much for your insurmountable dedication and patience in teaching us. Moms and sir, we learned a lot of things from you, which we value as we continue getting through our dreams. Thank you so much for the opportunities you have given us to develop our full potentials and abilities. To my fellow graduates, in spite of this pandemic, we end up one memorable chapter and a new one will begin. New adventures, new friendships, new series of struggles, but with the things we learned from KAWIT Elementary School. Let's keep boldly stepping towards the fulfillment of our dreams and aspirations. Along the way, we may met a lot of trials, but our burning desire to reach our goal will keep us from straying or giving up. To our dear alma mater, the KAWIT Elementary School, with all the staff, both teaching and non-teaching, thank you so much for carrying us for 6 long years of our stay. We won't forget you. We will always cherish all memories we had with you. Above all, let us thank God for His unceasing grace and guidance. Let us continue praying that He will guide and bless us as we follow the direction towards the attainment of our goals. Thank you and God bless everyone.
Thank you, Matthew. And now, let us have on our screen Camp James S. Cordova for the Pledge of Loyalty.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. We, the graduates of KAWIT Elementary School, do hereby pledge our unfaltering loyalty to our beloved alma mater and swear in all faith that we shall forever uphold her honor so that her name shall always be cherished in our hearts and mind, remain untarnished even with the passing of the years. So help me God.
And now, the graduation song of Batch 2020-2021.
I know this world seems so big, and everything seems so out of reach. The sky is high and the walk is wide. You just don't know what you've got yet. It's in the palm of your hand. It's right in front of where you stand. If you believe everything you dream will come true, and if you can love, no matter how you hurt, love will come to you, back to you. This world is yours.
To give us his closing message, may we have on our screen Sir Porforio Oponda.
My humbly respect to our deputy officials, to our active and workaholic school principal of KAWIT Elementary School, Sir Edsel A. Larot, to our strenuous master teachers, my hardworking colleagues, guest speaker, beloved parents, friends, and graduates, a pleasant day to everyone. Before we end this virtual ceremony, I would like to take this opportunity to say congratulations and a job well done to my KAWIT family and friends. Of course, with the entire support of our school principal who made this special event a successful and unforgettable one. Dear graduates, first and foremost, I would like to say congratulations. It is a clear seen your outstanding achievements and it is well-deserved pride. Despite of this pandemic, you still able to accomplish and completed the academic requirements. Even answering learning modules is a bit harder and challenging than a face-to-face learning. But still you surpass the circumstances that stands your way. For that, I am very proud to say a job well done for winning the battle in this new normal situation. You guys should have realized how in 6 years in the fold of your alma mater, you have persistently studied hard to be vested with the knowledge, skills, and values you will need for life. And now, we are ready to send you with the greatest confidence that you have received and fully clothed with the necessary preparation for secondary education. Good luck to your new journey and accept and embrace the reality, but have faith in God that this pandemic will end soon. For now, just strive harder to the next level because for I know there is a more challenging path ahead of you. On behalf of KAWIT family, I would like to express my warmest gratitude to our guest speaker today, Ma'am Lani Rose O. Tixon, who gave an inspiration and words of wisdom to the graduates. To our dear parents, thank you for the undying support and help that you have given to your children despite of your busy day. You have sacrificed so much and served as a bridge just to carry the learnings for them. I will end my remarks by citing this quotation by Tyler Perry. You can get 1,000 no from people and only yes from God, which means that everything is possible if we put God in everything that we will do. To the dear graduates of batch school year 2020-2021, stay at home and keep safe always. Once again, congratulations and Godspeed.